It's always handy to have a little golden retriever around, a little henchman, you know what I mean? Welcome to Adrift in the Steam. My name's Rachel, you alright? Changed my name. There's a post about her. Go and have a little look. But we're back. It's Murder Mystery Monday. Back playing some Hercule Poirot's London case. What chapter are we on? Chapter 8. The investigation starts anew. So we've been duped. What was this? I cannot believe I allowed myself to fall for such a deceptive move. The killer knew I would ask for an alibi. They knew how to cover their tracks perfectly. They set a candle trap.
Now, though, I have the upper hand. The killer believes that I have extinguished all avenues of my questioning. Unaware, I know the truth of the fire.
They did a candle timer.
I wish Monsieur Hastings were here. I was perhaps too harsh with him.
I don't know, Hastings is a bit annoying.
I know of his want for the same as I, the truth. But now I fear that I have lost him to my own tenacious demeanor.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Now more than ever do I need my little grey cells working at full capacity. Monsieur Demire and Mademoiselle Babagna. I am glad to say that they both still have alibis, as the show had just reached its second act. I can be sure that neither was involved.
Really?
Mademoiselle Farquhar. She claims that she was in the dark room developing pictures. And even with this new discovery, her alibi stands. Monsieur Dryden can confirm.
Wow. Can they
Monsieur
do?
Christiansen, one of my key suspects, drinking alone except for a brief encounter with Monsieur Demire. But Madame Allen can substantiate his trip to see her at the theater to apologize during the intermission. Which leads us to the good Madame Allen. On stage, performing. Innocent. A side note, I must make an effort to see her production. From what I have heard, she sounds quite captivating.
In the middle of a murder investigation, I must go.
The Honourable Bishop Mountjoy. His Compline prayers had not yet begun, but Mademoiselle Warbeck and he were together in what I can only imagine to be an uncomfortable meeting for them both. Her innocence has already been confirmed, although upon learning of how she has been treated, I would not have been surprised.
Oh, there's a whole thing going on.
Last but certainly not least, Monsieur Aylesworth. And the article in a newspaper documenting his, as some see, heroic speech amongst the House of Commons is alibi enough for the murder. And where are we left now? Every suspect seemingly as innocent as they were yesterday.
Tangled web.
But when one looks most innocent, that is when Detective Poirot is most suspicious.
Yeah, there's a tangled web going on. So it turns out that the young lady was murdered at a different time than we originally thought, because they set up a little clock thing with a candle and a necklace to cause the fire. Bishop Mountjoy has been stealing arts, or having arts stolen for them.
Finally, a face I can trust.
Hello, Zach.
Everything all right, Poirot?
I mean,
I'm afraid things could not be further from all right.
Zach's quite creepy.
Don't tell me the famous Detective Poirot is stumped.
No, but
Stumped? No. Perplexed? Oui. Perhaps you can be my perfect distraction.
okay. What's that you're reading?
I may not be the celebrated doctor that my father hoped for, but I still like to keep up with recent medical journals. And what is the latest discovery?
Ah, cocaine. Cocaine is an alkaloid extract from the leaf of the Erythroxylon, I don't know if I said that right, coca plant, which usually grows in South America. Its most available common form being hydrochloride salt, which can be taken orally, intranasally, snorted, or intravenously, injected or like put into a vein. Peak effect ranges from 1 to 90 minutes depending on the route of administration. Cardiovascular effects of cocaine use. The most common symptom in cocaine users is chest pain, and the most common cardiac disorders is ischemia and acute coronary syndrome, which can occur with all routes of cocaine intake. Other cardiac problems include myocarditis, cardiomyopathy, and arrhythmias. It's basically it affects how your heart beats. It can cause like little flutters and what have you. Cocaine increases heart rate, blood pressure, and myocardial contractility, all of which increase myocardial oxygen demand. With increasing availability, the number of cocaine users continues to escalate, with many finding that it can be considered positive effects of the drug outweighing the potential and likely hazardous risks.
This particular article is about the effect of cocaine on the user's body.
Do we think that the MP...
I thought I liked to have a good time, but that drug, too much for me.
Do we think that maybe the MP might have... his little chest pain might have been cocaine?
What makes you say that? I wouldn't want my heart beating at the speed of a locomotive. Here, read for yourself.
Have you seen Monsieur Aylesworth since his heart attack?
Actually, I gave him my office telephone number and said he could call anytime, but not a peep.
Oh dear.
You sound surprised.
He doesn't have a heart failure, a bit of myocarditis.
Yeah, he probably wants to keep his health issues out of the public eye. Hence me offering to help, but he seems to be just fine, surprisingly.
What are you trying to say there, Zach? You question Marshall Aylesworth's help?
Do you think there is a chance he could have faked it all?
It's off his face, obviously.
How those little grey cells of yours work sometimes. Amazing.
Wow.
Please, my friend. You're serious? Don't know why, but I suppose he could have.
At this point, anything is a possibility. I think a visit to Monsieur Aylesworth at the Royal Society of Art is in order. Mademoiselle Babagna, a pleasure as always.
Oh, what happened there?
Good morning, gentlemen.
What happened there? A little bit of a glitch and Anastasia appeared.
I'm afraid my pleasantries are to be cut short this morning. I have a most pressing matter.
Okay. Let's go and see more. Is it Mortimer Aylesworth? What was his first name? I feel like it was Mortimer. Little glitch there. Oh yeah, Mortimer. I was right. I remembered.
Just a moment. I'm coming.
Put the powder away, sir.
What a great commotion coming from behind the door. What on earth is Monsieur Aylesworth up to?
Who knows?
Ah, detective. What can I do for you?
Hello, Cokey McCokeface.
Could you spare a moment of your time? If you are feeling up to it?
Why wouldn't I?
What you?
You are recovering from a potentially fatal heart attack. I would not want to aggravate or upset you in any way.
Oh, Poirot. Your movements on the night of Mademoiselle Courtsmouth's death.
Are we really going over this again?
Well, yes, because facts have changed and things have arisen and we need to...
It would help me clear up some discrepancies.
Very well. As I've said before, I was in the House of Commons addressing the bench, as you know.
Okay.
And then I was speaking with the reporter.
Mm-hmm.
The editor, Nathaniel Dryden.
If you say so, at the news office.
Okay.
Monsieur Aylesworth is sticking to his story. I did not expect that it would be easy to unsettle a politician of his experience.
Well, yeah. You have not contacted Monsieur Demire.
And why would I?
He is a doctor.
And why would I? Oh, to thank him for his help at the museum. Yes, of course. I've been meaning to send him a thank you gift.
Okay.
One would think that thanking the man that saved your life would be further up your priorities.
Didn't save his life.
I'm a very busy man, as I'm sure you understand. And I don't know whether I'd go as far as saying he saved my life.
On the contrary, had Monsieur Demir not been there with his extensive medical training and a man of your age,
Old boy.
perhaps you would not be here talking with me today.
If Monsieur Aylesworth is not prepared to tell the truth, perhaps I can use his own pompous nature and guilt against him.
I mean, it's a tactic.
The nurse said herself that I had the heart of a young athlete. It'll take more than that to slow me down.
So you weren't having a heart attack then?
Well, I would not take that as a sign to start the sporting career.
He needs to work
Merci,
on his...
Monsieur.
I find myself in a most problematic position. My associate, Monsieur Hastings, is nowhere to be found when I need him the most. There must be someone else that I can call upon. Someone to fill the shoes of Monsieur Hastings. For the time being, at least.
Maybe Anastasia?
The obvious choice would be Monsieur Demir. But I wonder if he is suited to the task that is required.
Well, if I was just stood in front of this guy, like, thinking his thoughts. Let's, maybe Anastasia, because she's there. Anastasia. Hello, hello, hello. Boop.
Good morning, mademoiselle. My apologies for my earlier departure.
That's quite all right.
Busy bee.
Mr. Demir informed me of the facts.
Oh, did you have a little gossip, did you?
The case has taken a direction I had not foreseen, and it now leaves me.
I will not stand here and listen to you wallow. How can I help?
Marvellous. I have a rather unusual request.
Go on.
I require a distraction. I promise you will come to no harm, and
Who am I to distract, and from what?
Mr. Aylesworth.
Monsieur Aylesworth, I need to gain access to his office without his watchful eye.
Oh, Hastings is just a... Mind you, Hastings is very good at causing a distraction.
Detective Poirot, preparing to cross the line of law.
It's fine if I'm doing it. It's not a problem.
Cross, merely tiptoe alongside.
It's fine. Semantics.
I
It's fine.
assume you have already devised a plan?
Yeah, you distracted him. I'm going to rifle through all of his
A
stuff.
requested tour of the Royal Society of Art building should give me appropriate time.
Ooh,
Then that is what I shall do.
nice. Yay.
The door has been left ajar, exactly as required.
Just going to have a little
I
rifle.
could hear Monsieur Aylesworth fumbling around behind his door on my last visit. And combined with his hesitation to open his door to me, I can presume he had something he did not want Detective Poirot to see.
Okay. Let's have a little look. Ooh, new mind map unlocked. Nice. Speaking with Monsieur Demir, my suspicions only increased. Could Monsieur Aylesworth have faked his heart attack? I must speak to him. Okay. Questionable noises. Don't need to make any things waste paper bin. It would be careless not to dispose of anything incriminating, but not overly surprising. Let's have a little check. So, nothing in there. What else have we got? What do we have over here? Chess set. Beautiful chess set, although the queen is missing. It has 2 cups set up as well. Who's he got that set up for? What do we have over here? We have a safe. Chess set. Let's have a look. Anything over here? Oh, bookshelf. A collection of different texts. He is certainly well read. Well, he has nice books, whether he's read them or not. Groove on the floor. There is a man-made groove on the floor where the globe was positioned. Oh, maybe. Let's have a little look at this. One would usually find such furniture is filled with a variety of alcohol. Anything else? We may be able to move. Just one last check before we see if we can move that thing. Oh, there's a drawer here. What's that? One step closer to revealing the truth. There is a gun. A gun. We have a weapon.
Aha.
Snuff spoon. A spoon likely from a set. Nice, yes, is engraved. Snap.
Huh.
One must be careful with firearms around, especially when left in an unlocked drawer. What else is there? What's that on the floor? Is that the... Oh! Ah, the missing queen. Such an important and integral part of one's force should not be so carelessly discarded. Is it a snuff spoon, though? Is it a snuff spoon? Okay. Let's have a little look at our mind map. This one? No, not that one. This one. Office evidence. Right. So we've got 3 things that we need to do. I need to zoom in. There we go. Chess set, groove on the floor, wooden thump sound, glass rattling. Let's see.
I
No.
must act on
Damn
thought
it.
and fact, not on impulse.
Is there a thing? I need to read the other things. Questionable noises, acting oh, bookshelf, groove on the floor. Indentations such as this one could not have been made by mistake. Okay, 2. Globe, queen chess piece on the floor, chess set. Hang on, let's unlink that. Thank you. So, chess set. Let's go with the queen chess piece on the floor.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
A fallen queen almost as disastrous as a fallen king. Chess set was knocked over. Oh, wasn't there a thing about a wooden thump sound? Oh, was somebody there?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
How clumsy of him. Monsieur Ellsworth knocked the chess set over on his way to answer the door. Because he jumped up quite... let's have a look. So, globe, there was glass rattling, wasn't there? Glass rattling one of the things? Is it over here? Okay.
Hot on the culprit's heels.
Monsieur Ellsworth moved the globe, causing the bottles inside to rattle. Does that mean... Globe moved. Okay.
Order and
No,
method.
that's not right.
That is the way to solve the problem.
Globe move. What have we got over here? Chess set knock. Let's try that one.
Something just does not feel right.
Chess set was knocked over. Globe move. Let's try those because that would indicate maybe that he got off in a hurry.
The answer was
There we
staring
go.
me in the face.
It's possible Monsieur Ellsworth was up to something by the bookcase. Okay. Let's go have another look at the bookcase. When I return home, I shall check every bookshelf and crevice of the house. It appears almost mandatory to have a hidden room. What this one withholds, I can only imagine. The wicked and banal smell of English tea. Let's move it.
Put your hands up and step away from there.
How do you not hear him
Monsieur,
sneaking
there is
in?
no need.
Enough of your phony pleasantries. Let's see what the real police have to say.
The first thing they would notice is the politician aiming his revolver at an officer. while they are conducting official police business.
Dun dun dun.
I'm sure they would agree. I have every right to protect myself from a foreign intruder.
If you were to lower the gun, perhaps we could discuss the situation we find ourselves in.
You may have authority in your own country, but not here. Now, explain yourself.
How about you explain yourself? It appears I must choose my words carefully here. Let's have a think. What is your plan now? You have an officer of the law, a visitor to your country held at gunpoint in your office. I encourage you to call the authorities. Perhaps they would be interested in taking a look around themselves. I'm sure the newspapers would be most enthralled to hear the story of a politician that faked a heart attack in the name of insurance fraud. Maybe this one.
You don't know what you're talking about.
If that is true, why am I here? There are no victims to your crimes. You still have a chance to end it here. There's no coming back from what may come next if you don't drop the gun. Let's do that one.
Enough! I need a second to think about all this.
I wonder if it makes a difference.
How has it all come to this?
Cocaine and...
No, it's not my fault. It's...
It is not too late. Your intentions were good. Scotland Yard will look sympathetically at...
If you had just left that fool Hardwick to it, we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have to do this.
No, don't shoot me.
Nothing but remain honorable to my oath to uphold the law. It is Monsieur's choices and actions that have brought us to this point, and he must accept responsibility for what is to come.
What is to come?
Poirot, are you all right?
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. He missed me. Did you open the door and knock him out,
All the
Hastings?
better for seeing you, Hastings.
Oh, he did.
I was worried I was going to miss him.
Your timing and accuracy could not have been more perfect.
What do we do now?
We take our leave.
And what about him? Will he be okay?
He shall be fine.
We didn't
Although
see
I
what
am
was
not
in
envious
his...
of the sore head he will awake to. Come, there is much to tell.
People can die from that, you know.
Behind the bookshelf. But I never.
What was behind the bookshelf? Have I missed something again?
Monsieur Dryden, how are you?
Detective...
Poirot.
Poirot.
Yes, of course. What can I do for you?
So much. Is Mademoiselle Farquhar working today?
She is, but not here, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Do you know where she is?
She said something about heading back to the museum.
There is a tangled web here. Would you allow us access to your dark room?
For what, exactly?
Just have a little look, you know.
Forgive me. I recently inherited a number of belongings from a deceased relative, including an undeveloped spool of film.
I'd like to help, but there isn't anyone here that could develop them for you.
I'm more than capable, and I'll leave it tidier than when we arrived.
Okay.
In that case, knock yourselves out. I've got a meeting to run to anyway. I shouldn't be longer than half an hour or so.
I mean, I'm amazed that
Well done.
worked.
Where has this confident and daring version of Monsieur Hastings been hidden?
Maybe he's got on the cocaine.
We all have a hidden side. It's just our own choice of when to show it.
Alright, so you're just being like a fop for no reason.
So our first step is...
Don't tell me there is something the great Detective Poirot doesn't know.
I must concede that photography is something I have little experience in.
Doesn't have the patience.
Lucky I'm here then. We need to start with a tray filled with developing fluid.
Okay.
Next, pour the fixer fluid into another tray and then add the photographic paper.
Okay.
I have a newfound respect for those that make such activities look so simple.
Right.
Let's just wait until we see the results. It shouldn't take long.
Did we have film from somewhere? I shall use my time wisely and see what truths this room may hold. Okay. Let's not turn the light switch on. Hat.
Aha.
Mademoiselle Farquhar has a hat that looks almost identical to the one Mademoiselle Court Smythe wore to the gala. I knew I'd seen that style of hat somewhere before. Probably very fashionable. A tray for the liquid relating to the development process. Let's have a look. Cupboard under the sink. What do we have here? No label. Infuriating. I will never understand how people can work in such amateur fashions. Okay. Ooh. How is one to know what is inside if it doesn't have the appropriate information? I'm sure we'll work that out. Let's have a look. What else do we have? Photographic developer. Okay, essential in the development of photographs. What do we have here? Photo paper. I believe this is for producing photographic prints. Nice. Photo paper. Got that. Radio. Music can make even the most laborious tasks more manageable. Window. The window is painted shut. Yeah, because it's a dark room. Did we interact with this one? Yeah. Okay. And we got the photo paper. Oh no, we didn't. Used specifically in the development of photographs. Okay. Trays, hats, and then light switch. The lights must remain off when developing photographs so as not to damage them. Let's talk to Hastings.
Have you found it yet?
The unlabeled bottles.
You want the photographic fixer?
And how would one know it from another?
It smells like ammonia. Handy, I suppose, when you can't see much in here.
Okay. Bitter almonds, a distinct smell of potassium cyanide. Ammonia, just as Monsieur Hastings said. Mademoiselle Farquhar had access to the same poison that killed Mademoiselle Court Smythe. One does not believe in coincidences. We must just... There we
We've
go.
already been over this, Poirot. I don't want to argue.
Okay.
I have no intentions of continuing our previous conversation. What we must address now is her potential guilt.
Wow.
She didn't steal the painting, though. We know that.
Her guilt in Mademoiselle Court Smythe's murder.
Well, to be fair, the guy did just let us in here. Hat. Would Mr. Dryden not have seen Miss Farquhar leave? Mademoiselle Farquhar could have exited the dark room via the window. She could have.
Mr. Poirot, you are a genius.
I mean, it's a bit... Did Mr. Dryden say he never heard anything happen? The radio. Radio? Music.
Mr. Poirot, you are a genius.
So is that what we think happened? Is she snuck out of here? Would Miss Culsham not have spotted Miss Farquhar entering the flat? The hat? Maybe she would have thought...
That would never have even occurred to me. I've got a lot to learn. Look, this photograph is just about finished.
Okay. Who is this? Who are you?
Is that?
Who is it?
It appears so.
And what has she got in her hand? That can't be the same cigarette case.
Did I miss something?
The cigarette case that was taken from Mademoiselle Farquhar's luggage on our voyage here. It appears Mademoiselle Farquhar had a much closer relationship with Mademoiselle Court Smythe. I would say they...
Cousins.
Maybe.
Oui, monsieur.
Okay.
Hastings, I must thank you.
For what? Allowing myself to be enticed by Miss Farquhar's feminine nature.
I mean, yeah.
For saving me from whatever Monsieur Aylesworth and his revolver had planned.
If it wasn't for me licking my wounds, you wouldn't have been there alone in the first place.
No, you'd have been there at the end of a gun as well.
And if you were, and not at the Courtsmide estate, we would never have made such revelations. You are one of the most honest and authentic fellows I have met. You cannot allow a misguided moment of red-blooded male instinct to taint that.
Okay.
You have never let yourself fall to the wicked ways of the fairer sex.
I mean, he will do.
No. And that is a day I cannot even fathom.
I mean...
With Hastings' help at the Courtsmide estate, something I would have liked to have considered, we now know the reasoning behind Mademoiselle Farquhar's brutal actions towards her own cousin.
I feel like, once again, I've missed some things. It's very frustrating when that happens, but with the photograph as well, I don't recognise people's faces. I have face blindness, which is because of the blindness. I have face blindness. So I was looking at it, I was like, what? What am I looking at? Who is this? So as chapter 9 is the final chapter, I think we're just going to go straight into it. I think we're just going to go straight in because it's the denouement, which is usually it's a lot of conversation. So we're just going to go straight in.
The circumstances around the murder need no further consideration. But the location of the missing Benedent Magdalene still frustrates me.
Oh yeah, we haven't found the painting, have we? Okay, how could Miss Courtsmide have had the opportunity to access the restoration room? Johann covered for Irene before they had their argument. Mademoiselle Courtsmide manipulated Monsieur Christensen. Well, perhaps she slipped off before the champagne incident. So we have Johann covered for Irene before they had their argument. Florence pretended to be Irene on the balcony. Let's do that one, maybe.
A moment of peace before one's little grey cells must ponder how Mademoiselle Courtsmide made it from the museum with the painting in tow.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Hastings had something for me. An invitation to Mademoiselle Courtsmide's exhibit. Even after the truths of her crimes and personal betrayal, Mademoiselle Warbeck still feels it within her for a final send-off. Perhaps Mademoiselle did not leave with the painting at all.
Maybe she just hid it somewhere. Okay. What was Miss Courtsmide's plan for getting the painting out of the museum? Irene hid the Penitent Magdalena painting behind one of Evelyn's paintings. Irene hid the Penitent Magdalena painting behind one of her own paintings. One of her own paintings?
Poirot, there you are. What are you...
Just contemplating.
On this occasion, there is no time for pleasantries. We shall finally bring the mystery of the missing painting to an end.
Okay.
We must return to the scene of the initial crime, the Royal Edward Gallery.
Okay.
Is everyone present? Please ask them to convene in the exhibition room.
Is there something you're not telling me?
I just like to do a dramatic announcement, retelling.
All will be revealed.
It's what we like to do.
Messieurs et mesdames, thank you for joining us here today.
What's this all about?
Death, intrigue, theft, cocaine.
Yes, my time is rather valuable.
Oh, do you want to go and sit in your little dank hole and look at your stolen paintings?
I thought everyone was here to see the exhibition.
We shall
I'm
see.
all for looking at some real art, as long as it's not all hers.
Oh, okay.
I understand the frustration and hostility that most of you must feel towards her. For some, even...
Hatred, loathing, disgust.
All right, wind it in.
Betty, please.
Even after everything, you stand here and defend her?
I mean, she's dead.
I'm not defending her. If anyone should hate her, it's me.
Really?
Perhaps you should move on.
Perhaps we should.
In this room is where it all began. Or at least, that is how it appeared.
Okay.
We are all aware Mademoiselle Smythe was behind the painting's disappearance. But it was not a moment of greed that drove her, but rather a well-orchestrated plan that involved most of you tangled in her web of lies and deceit.
All
Oh.
right. We all know why we're here. Maybe you can speed it along a little.
Okay, D.I. Hardwick, I will.
At the Detective Inspector's request, I shall forego the series of events that led up to the theft of the penitent Magdalene painting.
What?
Perhaps a fitting place to begin would be with the death of Mademoiselle Smythe.
Okay.
If that's going to get things moving.
There's no showmanship here.
You are all aware of the fire and murder that took place at Mademoiselle Smythe's loft apartment.
The fire that she started after having one too many.
Shut up.
That is where the difference between desire for the truth and the actual truth go their separate ways.
Meh.
Inside Mademoiselle's apartment was the penitent Magdalene painting, or at least a forgery. One of 4 produced by her own brush.
That is a lot of work.
The fire was set purposely, in an attempt to destroy evidence and hide the true nature of her death. Poison.
Poison. Okay. Portrait of principal painting. Let's go talk to Evelyn, because she's there first.
You know where the painting is, and who killed Irene.
I do. Evidence tampering. What part did Miss Warbeck play in the theft of the painting? Irene's lover, evidence There we go.
Mademoiselle Warbeck, do you remember the words you used when discussing your career?
No, I mean, yes. You're taking it out of context.
Am I?
On the contrary, Mademoiselle Smythe threatened your career by involving you in the theft. The exact context you described.
I wouldn't kill her, though. I couldn't.
That's because you loved her.
You cleaned the key to the restoration room, did you not? You continued to deny your involvement with the deceased. A relationship that was nothing more than misplaced love.
Aww.
You think I don't know that now?
Aww.
I knew it had been her that took the key from my pocket. But when I confronted her...
Behind bars, that's where she belongs.
Horace, please.
Give it a rest, old man.
She can't speak to me like that.
Quiet, please.
Before you continue riding your high horse, Your Grace, perhaps one should consider one's own actions.
We know about your little secret cave.
My actions? How dare you?
You're doing that yourself,
You're
sir.
making a mockery of me, the church, and God himself.
It is you that makes a mockery, and I'm sure God will forgive me for saying so.
I know things about you, Horace. Oh, let's talk to Florence.
This is all going to make for some story.
Yeah, you won't be writing it though, my love. What part did Miss Farquhar play in the theft of the painting? Aided forgery creation, lied about relationship. I mean, she did, but I think she aided in that as well by taking photographs.
Deals were hatched, forgeries were created, and promises were broken. Mademoiselle Smythe used a mask of deception and authenticity to betray you all. She allowed for you all to see and know only what was necessary to complete your part. Except for one.
As much as I'm enjoying this show, any chance we can get to who killed her?
I'm getting there.
You shall have to wait only a moment longer. As there was only one accomplice left, and perhaps the most important.
Please let it be Horace.
Not only her aid in the museum, but in the construction of the forgeries. Mademoiselle Farquhar's deception began before I had even left the shores of Belgium.
Dun dun dun.
You were part of it. The whole time.
Well, yeah.
Taking us all for fools.
Oh, Hastings. Right, Horace, I'm getting to you. Hello.
I have dedicated my life to serving God. I have no need to be involved in any of this.
Shall we talk theft? What crime did Bishop Mountjoy commit? Theft and embezzlement. Destroyed painting. Theft and embezzlement.
The pieces you had commissioned by Mademoiselle Smythe, which hang on your church walls.
Why are we even standing here listening to this man?
I know your secret, Horace.
Has this got anything to do with, frankly, anything?
I can assure you, Detective Inspector, the Bishop's relationship with the deceased is more than I imagine we all thought possible. Business partners. As horrifying and atrocious as the Bishop's actions were, one should not allow that to become the focal point. Business partners?
Smythe's forgeries would be hung on the church walls, while the originals were sold on the black market to lace your own pockets.
You have no proof of these accusations.
I found your cave.
Poirot, the penitent Magdalene.
How could one forget? We have already discussed one of the multiple forgeries, and found amongst your hidden collection the second.
Dun dun dun.
Mademoiselle Smythe sold you a forgery that you believed to be real, and upon learning of its fabrication, you lashed out, destroying it. One should not allow oneself the arrogance to consider themselves the smartest in the room, especially when they have already fallen foul to another's lies and deception.
Get him.
I am sure theft and embezzlement are questionable enough in God's eyes.
Also, I feel like the diocese is going to frown upon that a little bit. Mortimer.
I know things got out of hand, but it was you that broke into my office in the first place.
I didn't break in, the door was open. What crime did Mr. Aylesworth commit? Insurance fraud, defending property. Pulled a gun on, officer of the law. I'm going to go with insurance fraud.
There still remain one missing forgery. The image of the honorable and distinguished gentleman that you present yourself as has gone on long enough.
Faked a heart attack.
It may seem like an alien concept to you, but we English, we take great pride in how we present ourselves.
Oh yeah, really. And you wish to present yourself as a sick man or as a man that would not aim a gun at an officer of the law, a man that takes great pride in purchasing a forgery and attempting to claim its monetary value on insurance. Let's do that one.
How long are we going to entertain this man's twisted fantasies?
Poirot, can we move this along?
I feel like I'm adding some pertinent points here.
While searching the main hall for clues, a snuff box was found, full of cocaine.
Cocaine!
And after speaking with my good friend, Monsieur Demire, about the effects of cocaine on the human body...
Cokey McCoke face.
Recent studies have discovered that the use of cocaine and other such stimulants can put a tremendous strain on the human body, including an increased heart rate.
Yep, you can have a heart attack.
Preposterous! I would never do that.
Found your snuff. Spoon.
Your heart attack became the perfect distraction, while Mademoiselle Smythe was able to slip into the exhibition room and remove the painting from the wall.
Faking a heart attack is pretty low, even for a politician.
Get him.
Monsieur Hastings.
Once the painting had been confirmed as stolen.
And Monsieur Aylesworth had bothered the detective inspector enough to show he had nothing to do with its disappearance.
He would get to keep the original and claim the insurance money. He was going to have his cake and eat it too.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not going to stand here.
Well, sit down.
You'll stay right where you are.
Get him, D.I. Hardwick.
A stolen painting, timed perfectly with his crossing of the aisle in the House of Commons. All designed to raise his profile just in time to announce his desire to be a prime ministerial candidate.
I mean, we've had worse.
I wasn't doing it for me. The poor and the needy. I wanted to give them a voice.
I have never heard a more self-righteous claim for breaking the law in all my life.
I mean, yeah.
How am I meant to help those that really need it unless I'm in a position that can really bring about change?
You're an MP. You can lobby. We did Mortimer. Oh, Betty.
I wonder how many other hidden skeletons are going to appear.
Okay, not Betty. Johan.
Haven't you caused enough damage?
Nope. Got more to do. What crime did Mr. Christiansen commit? Affair? He was in a secret relationship with Mademoiselle Court Smythe. Stole money from Madame Allen's safe to start... Oh! Did he?
Madame Hélène, the famous actress and performer. Your story is one I learned with a heavy heart.
Oh.
Look here.
When you overheard the conversation between your husband and Mademoiselle Court Smythe at the gala, your suspicions were confirmed.
Okay.
I did everything to keep you happy, but it was never good enough.
Sometimes.
It began with an infatuation, but turned into a relationship. With the money stolen from your wife, you planned on running away together.
So
What
that's
is
why
that?
you took it. You coward.
I mean...
She manipulated me from day one.
Oh, that's very easy to say now that she's dead, you arse.
She used me. She used her.
Oh, just keep it shut.
Yeah, get him, Betty.
Perhaps for once, you should listen to your wife.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Betty. Would you like to speak after that now?
I wonder how many other hidden skeletons are going to appear.
Okay.
I know you have a flair for the dramatic, but I do have a job to do.
His name David. Okay. Going to speak to some more people. Let's speak to Anastasia. Hello.
It all ends here, where it began.
Okay, nobody else is telling me stuff.
Poirot, the penitent Magdalene.
Oh, yeah. Shit, forgot about the painting. Hang on, hang on. It's here. Mademoiselle Court Smythe's portrait of herself. I think perhaps the title may not be as accurate as she herself believed. It's not in that one. What else do we have? Nope, nope, nope. It's got to be here somewhere. Hang on, let's see if I can turn my camera around. Where's my camera not turning? Ah, there we go. There we go. Some more painting. Ah, sunflower painting. Let's go up there. Maybe it's up there. An interpretation of the famous painting created by the artist Vincent van Gogh. There's something else up here. A figure stands peacefully on the shore, watching the chaos of nature before them. I wonder if Mademoiselle Court Smythe considers herself as that figure. Okay.
Mademoiselle Court Smythe manipulated everyone. But that does not excuse the parts that you all have played.
Okay.
Poirot, the murderer. Tell us now, or I'm marching them all down the station.
I mean, you should do that anyway.
Of our suspects, all guilty in some form or other. Only one committed the ultimate sin. Monsieur Christiansen, a lover, jilted and tossed aside from a life promised together. Mademoiselle Warbeck, another that was promised her heart only to become a second, caught in Mademoiselle's web.
Aww.
Monsieur Aylesworth. Angered at a foolproof plan backfiring. Bishop Mountjoy, a third, sold the idea of an original painting, livid at the thought he had been tricked.
To be fair, we don't really care about the bishop. He's a bit of an arse.
Mademoiselle Farquhar, trapped in a partnership where you did not receive what was owed to you.
Well, you lay down with dogs, you get fleas.
All with motive, but lacking opportunity. Until the realization that someone had used a timer to set the fire. Isn't that right, Mademoiselle Farquhar? Our true relation to the deceased. Cousins, standing to inherit her entire family estate.
You don't understand. It wasn't like that.
Did you kill her?
You decided to poison her with potassium cyanide, a chemical often found in photography development, via the cork of a bottle of champagne. Wearing an almost identical hat to the deceased, you were able to disguise yourself as her and be seen by the neighbor. Leaving her body lifeless in her own
remember the
apartment.
shawl.
You tried to cover your involvement in both the forgeries and the murder by destroying any evidence. Incredibly clever. Your nefarious plan setting the fire almost tricked even I.
Where do we think the painting is?
Did you really just praise her for starting a fire?
It was very clever.
On the contrary, it was the deception behind the fire. A timer was used, allowing for Mademoiselle Farquhar to be seen in her office as she slipped in and out of the dark room window.
I didn't want to kill her, but she gave me no choice.
Oh dear.
She gave you no choice. You planned and executed a brutal murder. She was your cousin.
A cousin that has controlled me for years. I couldn't escape her.
I mean...
She held you captive? I did not see a prison cell in her apartment.
These things are complicated.
No, of course she didn't. Emotionally and financially, I was her captive.
Okay.
I was a struggling critic, but she taught me how to stand up for myself and get what I wanted, what I deserved.
You were aware of her scheme all along?
I mean...
Not at first. I didn't know she was selling them on the black market.
But even when you did find out, you didn't stop.
Well...
There was always a reason I couldn't. And what money I did get, she would hold for me. I couldn't remain under her control anymore. There was no other way.
I mean...
Mademoiselle, there is always another way.
I feel like in the moment she might have felt that there wasn't, considering that she didn't have access to her money.
All I see is the student becoming the master.
Detective Inspector, perhaps it is time that Mademoiselle was escorted to the police station. The truth has been revealed, and Mademoiselle Courtsmythe's murderer will pay the price for her crimes.
What about the other crimes that are going on here?
There is something you're forgetting, though.
Is there?
If you think for a moment that the location of the original painting has slipped my mind.
Go on then, where is it?
It's behind one of these paintings. I think... this one. So that one's quite obvious. It's in the middle. I don't think it is. The sunflower paintings. I think it's this one.
In this very museum. If the original painting was to find its way into her portfolio, it would be returned to her after her exhibition has concluded. Meaning...
It would be delivered to her on a plate.
Exactement. She prepared one of her picture frames and made sure it would be in the restoration room.
What on earth is he doing?
You've got to be kidding me. It would take too long to remove the nails from the frame and hide it, surely.
The nails were sawn down, creating the illusion of being used correctly. when in fact the backboard was easily accessible.
They're all going to be absolutely fuming.
Hidden perfectly behind what Mademoiselle Courtsmith deemed to be her masterpiece.
I never doubted him for a second.
Messieurs et mesdames, the penitent Magdalene.
Yay! Found it. Look at him, so smug. So happy. He found her. I don't know why I thought it was that painting. I was drawn to it. Just drawn to it, you know what I mean? The other two seemed a bit obvious.
You've solved both the theft and murder. I am rather impressed.
Finding the murderer and solving 2 thefts would have been far more impressive.
2 thefts? You already have another case?
Ooh.
You have forgotten Mademoiselle Farquhar's missing cigarette case.
Oh, of course. Do you think Miss Farquhar lied about it going missing after all? Perhaps it really was worth something.
Do you have it?
Mademoiselle Farquhar is far from an honest woman. Lies tripping from her tongue at every turn. But if our motive was indeed to fake theft and claim the insurance money, she would surely not have left it lying where Mademoiselle Babagnan claimed to have found it. Mademoiselle Babagnan's motive is now clear. How she pulled off such a cunning theft still eludes me.
Dun dun dun!
Something Hastings said has my little grey cells fired up. Nothing is ever quite what it seems. I suppose we are all forgeries or counterfeits in some form or other.
I mean...
Could Mademoiselle Babagnan have pulled the wool over my eyes in a similar way? I must return to the evidence from the ship with this new perspective.
Okay. Why would Miss Babagnan have stolen a cigarette case only to return it? She panicked knowing that she would be caught, to be invited by Florence to the gala.
It is you that should be happy, mademoiselle. With no effort at all, you were able to save the day with barely a second thought. You turned a stolen heirloom with a thief and a victim into nothing more than a misplaced item.
A case of being in the right place at the right time.
Really?
I do not believe in coincidence. You were where you were meant to be. Had you not boarded when you did, you would likely have not been invited to the gala at all. Or been able to be within touching distance of so many beautiful and historical pieces, including the silver mantle.
What's that? Oh, so she orchestrated it all
One thing
to
I
get
have
here.
learned during my time here in London is that people portray a version of themselves. One to be seen or be met, and another that remains hidden from the world.
What are you trying to say, detective?
What are you up to?
That there are some that wear a mask of authenticity. That perhaps, under different circumstances, I would have had the pleasure of meeting a different Mademoiselle Babagnan.
Will you be leaving London now?
There are a few small matters to settle before I leave. Mademoiselle Farquhar is now in the hands of the Scotland Yard, where she will stand trial for her crimes.
Oh.
You really
Still
do
have hanging
believe
then,
in
I
the
believe,
law,
as well.
don't you?
If you do not believe in the law, madness and lunacy will ensue.
And everyone should be punished for their crimes?
Well, I'm hoping that some of the other people involved will be
I
punished
believe that
as
we
well.
should be held accountable for our actions. No one man is above the law.
Or woman?
Why did she want to come to the gala?
And you, mademoiselle? Are you to leave London?
There's nothing more for me here. I hear Paris is quite beautiful. Perchance our paths should cross again.
Perhaps, under those different circumstances.
I look forward to it, detective.
Oh, she was... I remember now.
Well,
she was
that's that
curious
then.
about Bishop Mountjoy. Because he had mentioned seeing a painting that had been stolen.
Oui, monsieur. The cases are closed and Mademoiselle Farquhar will shortly be behind bars.
Right, everyone else.
What of the others?
Judging by the detective inspector's glare at Monsieur Aylesworth, he will not be escaping the law.
Okay.
And Bishop Mountjoy. Once news spreads of his connection with the black market, I would question his attendance come the Sunday service.
I was hoping at least someone would get a happy ending.
Monsieur Hastings, you have been by my side throughout this investigation. Without you, the guilty parties, would not be facing the consequences of their actions.
I helped where I could, but it was mostly you. I know that.
What you may not know, and I would kindly request you keep to yourself, is that I consider myself somewhat of a...
loner?
I would not go as far as that. But it appears you understand my sentiment.
Good thing I was around to save you from a gunman.
It's always handy to have a little golden retriever around. A little henchman, you know what I mean?
I fear I shall not live that down.
I'll maybe hold on to it a little longer. Not many can say they've saved the great Detective Poirot.
The great Detective Poirot. As much as I admire your formality, I think we should look for something more familiar, accustomed to our new relationship.
Oh.
Our new relationship?
I have seen the benefit of friendship. Connecting with someone that can be trusted and loyal.
And be sent on errands
Someone
to distract
that
people.
shares an authenticity not only in themselves, but in their beliefs.
And that's me.
Yes.
Detective Poirot and his trusted friend, Arthur Hastings.
It does have a certain charm to it, n'est-ce pas?
And there we have it, the end of Hercule Poirot's The London Case. I am surprised that it was Florence. Maybe you worked it out. I did not. Which is a little unusual for me, because normally I have a pretty solid idea of... I knew how it had been done, but I couldn't work out who had done it. And that's not like me. Normally I have some kind of clue. Maybe I just missed something. I feel like I've missed something. Something's glitched as well. I don't know whether it's me or the game, but I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you worked it out, well done you. Clever people. So I will be back with a different murder mystery in a couple of weeks. If you would like to join me for that, there's an end card coming up with a link back into my channel. There's an absolute ton of stuff over there to watch. I'm in the middle of sorting some things out as well, so you can go and check out some old stuff if you would like to hang out with me somewhere else. I also have a second channel which is linked down below. You can check me out over there. Have a lovely week and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.